Good morning. We are day 156 of 365 days of morning routines and rituals with me, Karla Maree. Welcome. Today is August 1st, beginning of our month. And our Luminous Humanness book is the way we start the day. And this, to start the month off, is like a quote every month, and then we'll read today. So that's what we're going to start with. August, I send you a luxury train ride. On this train are all the inspiring people you've ever wanted to meet or talk to. You glide from car to car, sliding or lying down on the velvet lounge chairs, listening and asking questions. There is also a voluminous library on the train with every book you've ever wanted to read or look at. Kind people bring you delicious tributes to eat and nourishing liquids to drink. If you take a nap, time stands still until you return, so you never miss anything. You receive a large journal filled with photographs, drawings, and descriptions of your journey to take with you when you leave. You realize that you can board this train at any time. I think that's something I'm learning. We can capture moments and memories all the time. And with my own trauma over the years, I haven't. So it's something I would like to get back into, right? So let's read August 1st. What is today about? Shine on. On the Luminous Humanness path, you are making a conscious choice to shine your light brighter and brighter, stabilizing as you go, and becoming accustomed to higher and higher degrees of vibration. If you notice any resistance, it might be because you've fallen prey to the belief that if you are too radiant, people will feel insecure around you and thus lose your social capital. However, the reverse is true. Everyone in your circle of life is a bright being who may have forgotten their own origin. Affirmation. As I remember who I am, I become a walking wake-up call, nudging everyone in my world awake. I guess that's that journey, right? I'm used to being the light. It's not an easy feat, let's be real. Being responsible and doing those things isn't an easy job. And I'm human, so I make mistakes. And then I have to forgive myself for that. And that's the fun part, right? I get to explore the humanness of who we are and how we unravel and how we came to be. And the more curious we are, the more easier it is to move through life's things. I had what was it called? Inherited release method. I went and did yesterday with Pania. It was an incredible session. It uses Reiki and kinesiology. She utilizes her breath throughout to clear the energy. She's very intuitive. I really enjoyed it. From the moment I laid on her table, I felt safe. And my body was actually able to digest and rest. I actually left my body for a while while I allowed her to do the healing that was needed. She wrote me out a little sheet of all the things that came up, which I thought was really awesome. And something I'd actually been thinking about implementing for my clients. So I thought that was a really cool little touch. And it's only because when you come for a healing, you like to do what comes up, right? I do get people who record their sessions so they can retain it afterwards. But I thought that that was really cool just to highlight what was moving and shifting and coming up. And it has been in the forefront of my mind to do this. So that might be something that I implement myself. But if you are interested, Pania Langley, she is on Insta. Inherited release method. I'm impressed. I'd never heard of the modality before yesterday. And I liked the way she tapped through the chakras. With the way that I personally work, I like to clear the body. I like to then heal the body afterwards. We use sound and frequency and all of those things. And even though it wasn't the same way that I would do things, I could see a lot of the things that I do within what she does. So that was really awesome. I feel really good. I feel really good. It was a light healing. It wasn't heavy. It wasn't traumatic. It didn't make me burst into tears like some healings do. And it was gentle. And I think we need to be reminded, and I have this when I have my clients in here, that healing doesn't need to be painful all the time. We simply need to release. We've already moved through a lot in our minds, our bodies, and our souls. And sometimes it's just the energetic attachments that are still affecting all of those spaces. So sometimes having a clearing like that is really helpful. I'm impressed. Tick for me. So if you're interested in a new modality, she is definitely worth checking out. And it's definitely inspired me to get back into it, because I know how I felt when I left, and it was a nice feeling, and I know exactly how you ladies feel when you leave here, and men. I'm ready to come back to work. I'm excited to come back to work, which is a really cool thing. Next week, I am easing myself back into work, by the way. I'm only doing 1 client a day instead of 3 or 4, just so I can find rhythm and routine, because I don't want to exhaust myself after what I've just traveled through. But we'll be good. But next Saturday, we have a very spiritual day happening here in my home. My partner is getting his facial tattoo done. He is from New Zealand, and he will be the first in 3 generations to wear it, which will be an incredible journey on its own. So we are preparing our home and getting ready for all of those things as well here, which is pretty exciting. Let's create a little intention today. Let's wrap a beautiful bubble of white light energy around our entire energetic field, keeping us safe and protected from all negative and lower vibrational energies today. As we wrap this bubble of energy around our entire energetic field, we just ask that we are safe and protected to move forward today. Into alignment with our heart and our higher self and our soul's journey. May we receive honest and truthful guidance that connects us into those spaces freely, confidently, and with ease. So we may move forward freely and confidently on our journey. It's nice. It's nice. Let's keep it short and sweet today. I'm grateful to have woken up. I'm grateful for the sun to have poked its head up behind the horizon. And I'm grateful for breath this morning. And I'm grateful for my family. Can you hear that? That is a possum in my roof. She's either going to bed or going home. I'm not sure what she's doing, but it is noisy. Oh dear, the joys of living next to bushland, right? Little ringtails we have. All right, my friends. I'm going to love you and leave you here, and I hope you have the most wondrous day today. Have an amazing day. Bye.